Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Moment with the Mayor. I'm so pleased to have with me today Olathe Chief of Police, Steve Menke. Chief, good to see you.
Mayor, good to see you. Thanks.
Well, we're seeing some great trends in our community. You guys are doing a great job. The citizens have ranked public safety as their highest priority, so the council has directed its highest resource level to public safety, and you are taking that investment and doing significant things with that. Tell us a little bit about what you're seeing.
We are certainly a lot of positive trends in safety and crime trends in the community. As we compare ourselves to some of our benchmark cities, some of the key agencies around the country, we perform very well. In fact, we are have the second highest, actually the second lowest crime rate in Part 1 crimes and the third highest clearance rate in Part 1 crimes, and the absolute highest clearance rate in Part 1 violent crimes, comparing all 29 cities around the country that we see as our benchmarks.
What is a benchmark city?
It's cities much like Olathe, growing cities, mid-sized cities between 75,000 and 300,000 in population. It's cities like Boulder, Colorado, Overland Park, Kansas, Boca Raton, Florida, Naperville, Illinois.
I see. Can you talk to us a little bit about other ways we're leading the way?
Well, there's certainly a number of programs and initiatives. We are doing a mental health co-responder program. That is a partnership with Johnson County Mental Health to send a mental health professional out into the community with our police officers on calls that involve those with mental illness. Certainly having tremendous success in providing not only more efficient and effective service, but better long-term care for those suffering with mental illness in our community. We're also involved in a partnership with the Johnson County District Attorney's Office in a domestic violence lethality assessment, which our officers conduct an assessment or a survey on every domestic violence call to try to determine the risk to that victim to be victimized again in a domestic situation, or even most seriously injured or killed in a domestic violence incident in our city. That historically has been the most common type of homicide in Olathe. It's domestic violence related. This program, since we've implemented it, we have not had any domestic violence homicides in the city. And it's a great partnership in providing additional care, additional community resources through Safe Home and others for domestic violence victims.
What an incredible success story. Yeah. You know, our community continues to grow, one of the fastest growing cities in the Midwest and becoming more and more diverse. How is the department adapting to the changing needs of our community?
You know, it's really, it is a continuing process for us. And, you know, one of the ways that we've been very successful has been with a program or a process called CompStat. And it allows us to look at our community and the activities in our community in kind of 2-week blocks. So every 2 weeks we look at the trends of what's happening in the community, what type of activities and crimes are we seeing, and then we compare that against the previous 2 weeks, and we also compare it against the same 2 weeks a year ago. And we look at all three sets of data, if you will, or information to drive our decisions and our strategies and our tactics for the next coming period of 2 weeks to change those trends to the positive, to address crime and try to implement tactics that are making our community safer and reducing crime.
Chief, in the field of law enforcement, I see you as a visionary, a futurist really, and you're always looking out ahead. You and your command staff and the men and women of the Olathe Police Department do such a great job anticipating what is coming our way. And as a result, we have so many model programs that others benefit from and following our lead on. And I'm very grateful that we can have that position of leadership. As you look forward, what are some of the things you see coming our way?
Well, certainly we want to continue to focus obviously on our mission, and I think that's really been key to us. We want to make data-driven decisions that support our mission in preventing, reducing, and solving crime. And I think a key component of that is not only the CompStat process that we go through, where we hold ourselves accountable for being successful and the tactics and strategies that we implement, but also another program that involves looking at reentry, the highest risk offenders that are reentering our community, and that we do a better job of tracking them to prevent that recidivism and that cycle of crime from reoccurring.
Tremendous. Chief, you lead this department with great integrity, and the caliber of the folks that you have assembled as your team are widely regarded as the best in the industry. And this community recognizes that and says, we've got the best around, and they want to get plugged in, they want to get involved, they want to help support the mission of the Olathe Police Department. Can you talk a little bit about some of the best ways that Olathe residents can participate in helping to move our community forward through the Olathe Police Department?
Yeah, certainly there are a number of ways to get involved or to learn more about the department and what's happening in the community. Certainly we've got a very dedicated core of volunteers currently, about 50 citizens that volunteer daily within our operations in a variety of capacities. So if you go to olatheks.org/police, there is a tab on there for volunteer opportunities, to where you can see what the requirements are, the types of work that we'll have you doing, and to actually apply. So that's one option. We continue to run a Citizens Police Academy. It is in the fall of every year, to where citizens and business owners in Olathe can attend this academy. It's one night a week for 9 weeks, and we really unpack all the activities, all the specific divisions and units in the police department, so that people have a much broader understanding of the work we do and the fact that this is indeed a full-service police department protecting and serving the citizens.
Well, we're here at our public safety complex with the Olathe Police Headquarters and our courthouse here. It's a terrific facility. I'm so grateful our community sets the standards of excellence and expects public safety to be among the highest caliber of services that we provide them. And so, Chief, personally, it is an honor for me to serve this community with you. Thank you so much for what you do to move Olathe forward and to make Olathe as safe as it possibly can. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you, Mayor.
Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Moment with the Mayor. Have a great day.